Alright, so I'll go back to my cockpit here, so we can go to cockpit, virtual cockpit. There we go, so we can move around here. Now we're going to want to contact the tower, and from the looks of this menu, I really like how they have this set up. Alright, so now I've got the menu open. Let me just move the camera a bit here, because it's kind of blending in with the dashboard there, whatever you want to call it. So, choose an option for Los Angeles ground on 121.65. So we're going to want to tune to that frequency. And we're going to want to get our clearance. So, okay, so I love this right away. So you can see there, I can push a button and have it do the thing. With X-Plane, you used to... Oh, whoops, what did I just do? Oops. So what I was saying there was, with X-Plane, you used to have to come down here like you had like a friggin' TI-82 and start dialing in the frequencies and then ask for what you wanted. You also had to look up the frequencies to find out what they are, but right here I can just say, okay, request taxi, we're going to want to go north because we're going from LA to San Francisco, so I can just hit 4, and it's going to do it for me. Look at that. Wow, that is amazing. I love that. Also, FSX, nobody paid me to, like, review this or anything. Okay, so we're going to taxi to and hold short of runway 7 left via taxi. Well, okay, none of that's going to happen. I have no idea how to do that. So we're going to acknowledge the clearance. It's not going to happen because I don't know how to do that. This is my first flight. Turn on progressive taxi. So what is that? I wonder if that means it does that mean it does it by itself? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to take off and we'll just see what happens here. So we're going to want to close this. They're not talking to me there because my call sign is Airbus FMSAB with Golf. Alright, I guess that's us here. Usually in X-Plane they like to say like United 8 Heavy, like that's usually your name. But you can always kind of see that on the dash here. That's who we are. So we want to switch back to the outside. Now, I'm not sure if there's keys to change the camera. There has to be. And maybe I just don't know them yet, but I always liked an X-Plane. You could just kind of, orbit around the plane. But I'm sure I'll learn those keys as time goes on. So now we're going to back out here, and I'm not sure how to do that. I know in X-Plane there's usually like a menu here. You hit a button, and like, a truck comes out. So we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Screw it. So first thing we have to do is turn on our engines. So let's just move the camera down a bit here towards the engines. So hit Control E. And that's supposed to do that. I think. Oh, I think they're already on. I think that's what it is. So you can see right here, engine, master 1, master 2. Okay, so I think that should do it there. We'll find out here in a minute. Now, I know there's some people who do the flight simulator videos, and they take like 45 minutes to turn the plane. Like, they do everything short of building the plane. Like, it's really gets excessive. So I kind of like to just, get going. Because, ain't nobody got time for that. What can I say? So I'm going to try to just... Can we just turn to the left here and get out of here? Yes, no? Oh, okay. Yes, we can. Now, I'm pretty sure this left wing is going to clip through that jetway there, but it's not solid. See, I knew it wouldn't be solid. So we're just going to try to taxi if we can here. No, that's a little bit... No, okay. We got Mario Andretti here. He's coming in hot. Let's slow it down. I'm using my pedals right now. Earlier when I was getting this set up, it had a problem where the pedals would always make the plane veer to the left, so I kind of had to calibrate that and zero that out, whatever you want to call that. process that you have to do here. We're gonna try to get going. There's a little truck. What is that? Look at that truck. That's like when you go to the driving range. That's like the cart that comes around and gets the balls. So I don't want to hit any trucks here or any vehicles. So we're supposed to be going to 7 left. Now if I go back to the air traffic control menu here, taxi to. See, I'm just gonna hit my brakes for a second. Taxi to and hold short runway 7 left using taxiway CP. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, unfortunately. They didn't tell me to change frequency. Oh, maybe they did. Okay, so contact tower on 120.95 when ready. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I can press 1. We'll change frequencies here. And nothing's happening. I'm sure I'll learn that as well. Oh, I hear somebody coming. Somebody's coming. Taking my brakes off. That's another thing I like. Like, X-Plane, it was kind of always a mystery as to when it wasn't going to spawn in other planes. But you can see there's all sorts of traffic here. There's a plane there. There's all sorts of little vehicles going around the airport. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we'll keep going here. We'll do a little taxiing. I'm just going to pick a runway. I know we're supposed to go to 7 left, but by the time I figure that out... Now, what does that sign say right there? B... Okay, so that's not really where we want to go. Now, the one thing about X-Plane is it did, you know, it does give you those arrows telling you, you know, how to taxi. And it seems like FSX so far does not have... Oh, what is that? Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, it's a little truck. All right, I thought that was like a, you know, friggin' Air Emu from GTA 5. Coming in hot on us. Let's turn around. There we go. All right, so we're going off the rails here already. Let me put the camera up. Come on. This button's slow as shit. All right, so we can't take off here. That's not a runway. It's a taxiway. We're taking off on this runway down here. So what's probably gonna happen is it's probably gonna tell me you're doing stuff without permission, which is totally true. We could add things onto that, like we're doing it without training, with no skill at this at all. All right, no, we got to stop here. We got to check both ways. We got to make sure the coast is clear. How are we doing there? Nobody. All right, let's just pivot to the left or to the right. Excuse me, my other left. Yeah, we're looking good down there, so we can continue. Come on. The engines on this thing, it's a lot like the AC in my car. Like, it's either way too much, way too loud, or it's barely on. I don't know why that is. So there's this runway here. We're going to go down to the end of this taxiway, take a right, get on the runway, and just take off. Because that's what it's going to be. Now, the other thing you can do in FSX, which I think is really cool, is if I go to this menu right here, and I go to aircraft, left side window, look at that! Look at this. Look at this camera we have right here. A preset window camera angle. We went right into the menu. We got a great angle here. Do you know how hard it was in X-Plane to do what just took 2 seconds? Like, you used to have to get a mod and then go in and, like, nudge the camera incrementally to the spot and then save it. It's just... I'm really excited about that. That makes it really good for making movies, recording, all that sort of thing. So we're going to go back to... virtual cockpit, I believe. Now we're gonna go up to right here. We're gonna look out our window here, and I don't know what this guy just said. I wasn't paying attention at all. Can we just go back to that? Cleared for takeoff. That's not us at all, but screw it. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up here. Now I'm using my throttles here. I've got like the separate throttle yoke thing. So if I go down, I just want to make sure it's set up the right way. So I'm gonna throttle up here, and I'm gonna hope that these. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It works. So right now I'm turning my throttle here, the accessory that I have, and it's working, as you can see there. So that's interfacing with FSX very nicely. So we're going to put the camera back up here, and we're going to take to the skies. So let's just get this thing out. There we go. Come on. There. Nope. Damn it. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's gun it. Throttles up. Let's do it. So I've got the yoke. I don't want to put it all the way back because then the tail sometimes can drag on the asphalt there, so we don't want that. Look at this. This is awesome. So we're going to want to get some speed going here. So yeah, we got our throttle all the way open here. Now we're going to go ahead and pull back. Oh, that's pretty steep. That is pretty steep. Let's switch camera angles. We might be going a little bit too steep here. No, piece of crap. Come on, aircraft tail. There we go. Go ahead and retract our gear. So we're up. We are up, and away. Look at that scenery. Look at that. Now, keep in mind, this is 10 years old, and it's all stock, so no scenery mods, and it's from 2006. That is amazing. So you can see this graphics mod here really makes these clouds look nice. A lot of volume with these clouds. Just want to straighten out here a bit. Now, I want to get my compass out here, because we're going to want... No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Not it. Not it. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, so we want to head north here, so we're going to want... Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? Just shut off. How about that? We're good. We know what we're doing here. So we're just going to bank left here because we want to start heading north, because right now we're heading east, which is not... That's not where San Francisco is, you know, with respect to Los Angeles. I'm going to use my hat button here to turn up this camera. So right now we're both climbing and we're kind of banking to the north, so we're almost there. We're about 5, 10, 15, 20 degrees off kilter here. This plane is so much easier to fly. This is the A321 than its counterpart in X-Plane. Now that partially has to do with the fact that the flying is kind of a lot less realistic in FSX than it is in X-Plane, but it makes it easier to fly. So that's kind of like a personal preference thing, and we're going to kind of even out right here. So if you like a more, you know, realistic, you know, flying mechanics, physics, all that sort of thing, X-Plane's for you. But if you just want to fly, FSX is pretty cool, I gotta say. It is pretty awesome, because it is kind of easier to fly. We're not having as much of the, you know, the effects of physics that you see with X-Plane, so it's sort of a personal preference sort of thing. So we're going to go ahead and even her out right here. I forget which key this was. Was it shift 4? No, 3. All right, there we go. Put our camera down a bit here, pan down a bit. There we go. So let's just check. I want to check out our altitude, because we're supposed to be, according to the flight planner, if we were doing this the right way, we're supposed to be at 12,500 feet, I believe. So let's just check that out. That's not it. Not it. Not it. Sorry, I'm kind of learning all this as we go along here. Got some on-the-job training. That's what we just had. And I don't believe this says... Yeah, that doesn't say altitude. That's our frequency. That's just the cabin, but that's not the cabin. I'm sorry. I mean the cockpit. That's not the 3D cockpit. Cockpit, virtual cockpit. There we go. Now the sound change and everything. So where is... There we go. We are... Holy crap! We're not 23,000 feet, are we? On the right there, that thing seems like it's indicating we're at... Let me see if I can zoom... No, that's too much. Let's zoom it out there. 24... Wow, we gotta get down then. I had no idea we were up that high. Alright, so we're gonna, outside. See, this thing right here, I gotta learn the keys for this. I'm sure there are keys. We're gonna have to descend a little bit here. So we're kind of overshooting the runway. I just want to make sure I'm staying... Yeah, see, we got too far to the left. Imagine if you were on this plane. It's like, this captain... First of all, I don't know who made me the captain. Like, I don't know what kind of... Like, who's commissioning these ranks. Like, oh, that's the captain. That's the crew chief. Like, I don't know where they came up with that. I don't know what that makes me then. Not a whole lot of qualifications here. So we're just going to kind of work on bringing the plane down. But I don't want to do it too sharp, though. I don't want to just, like, drop down. Like, I know we could do this in, like, 2 seconds if we wanted, but we kind of got to be realistic, all that jazz. The thing I really like is right now, I'm going to take my hands off the yoke, and the plane is perfectly capable of just keeping its course here. Now, there's no autopilot on, but it's just keeping its course. Like with X-Plane, if you don't have your hands on the yoke, it's going to start, you know, turning into like some Wright Brothers contraption. So I like that because that gives me an opportunity to check out these camera angles, which I'm all about camera angles when it comes to flight simulators. Oh, what is this menu here? Alright, I don't want to mess with that because that might mess up what we're doing here. I think that's going to show me like the other planes, and I don't want to screw this up here. Left side window. Oh, look at that. There's the camera angle from before. I'm sure we can pan this around with our hat button. Look at that scenery. That is great. Look at that. That's amazing. Look at those clouds and everything. This is great. So I guess it's overcast. I mean, we've got some low. Okay, we can go back here. We're all set. Cockpit, virtual cockpit. So, and we are zoomed out. Let me zoom it back in here. There we go. So we've got some low cumulus clouds, as you can see down there. We want to do. How are we doing on descending? Probably not very well. Uh-oh, what is that? What is that? Why does it sound like we're starting a barbecue grill? 27th. Oh, we gotta go down here. This is not going to plan at all. Well, there was no plan, so I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Tail, there we go. Alright, so we're gonna start. Oh, overspeed. It's warning me that we're overspeed. So you can see that in the bottom right. That's okay, because we're gonna flare the wing. So I have my speed brake here. So we're just gonna kind of use that, turn the engine down, decrease our speed, make sure we still have the proper heading. Yeah, we're getting over to the left a little bit too much there. Start banking right again. Here we go with that. So I think we can go ahead and retract our speed brakes. So basically, the flight planner window was before, you know, when I started the video. That was kind of before. So you never got to see the route, but the route is literally, it's a straight line to this. I don't want to say the north. It's like slightly northwest. So maybe it's good that we're kind of sticking to the left here a little bit. So we're going to just keep going straight till we get there. So I guess that's that. Alright, well here we are. There's the Golden Gate Bridge down below. And check this out. So I just figured out if you hold the space bar, you can move the camera all around here. So this is sort of what I was looking for before. So anyways, there's SFO, or San Francisco Airport, over towards the right. There's San Francisco there. So we're going to be making our final approach right here. This thing, it keeps resetting every time I hit space. But anyways, they got the Golden Gate Bridge right down there. So check that out. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be coming in for our lane. No, stop it. Stop. It keeps turning like that. Alright, there we go. So we're going to be banking right here. We're going to be coming in for a landing. Alright, so we're making our final descent now into San Francisco Airport. So at the beginning of this, I was going to try to have, you know, like route guidance, do this all the right way, but at the end, we sort of did it on our own. But anyways, we ended up here. I'm going to go ahead and put out the landing here. There we go. There's that. We're going to have to slow down here as we are quite a bit over speed and quite a bit too high. So we're going to have to slow down to make this landing. So somewhere during the flight, the pedals just stopped working. I don't know why that is, which is why I'm kind of off kilter here, because I don't have control of that. So we're kind of coming in a bit askew here. So I'm going to try to make this landing the right way. Alright, so now we've slowed down quite a bit. Our altitude's coming down. So go ahead and put these flaps back up. We'll flare the wings. Alright, you know what? This actually shouldn't be all that bad. This really should not be that bad of a landing. There we go. Just going to put our throttle up just a bit here. There we go. A little bit too much there. There we go. There we go, and put our differential brakes on there, and we'll slow the plane down. So we did it! There you go. It actually worked without any route, any of that, really. We sort of flew manual here. No guidance or anything. Obviously, don't try that at home. I mean, not that you'd find yourself flying a 737 or whatever. Or is this an A320? I think this is an A321. But we did it. Alright, no, slow down. Why are we gonna come to a stop here? Yeah, we should be able to. Alright, so we'll just kind of come off the runway here on the left side. So we want to taxi to the jetway. So right now I've turned off the lever for the flaps, and they're still up. So I think that's a glitch there. Anyways, we're gonna taxi off the runway here and pull up to a jetway. So very cool, very, very cool. I think that my overall impression of FSX is I think it's probably better for me because I'm kind of more of a casual flight simulator person. I just kind of like to get in the plane and go, you know, so there's that. And I think FSX is kind of allows you to do that more so than the other simulators. So I see a jetway right over here. So we'll pull up to this one. I did figure out if you hit the space bar and then move the mouse, you can move your camera around. It's still not all that all that intuitive. See, like now we're kind of veering off the side here, see? So I think we'll just go back to the cockpit to finish off this here. Now for some reason my pedals are working again. I don't know why that is. It's kind of weird. There's that truck over there. Where'd that truck go? Look at that. That's pretty cool. So we'll pull right up to this jetway here before we call it a day. Let off the fictitious passengers. Come on, we're going to use our brake. This is kind of like driving a tank. We've kind of got like the left side. Obviously, that's the left engines, and then the right engine. So I'm trying to do this just the right way here. Come on. Now, in real life, what they do is they can actually steer. I think we did that just the right way here. I'll back out the camera in a second. They actually can steer that jetway a bit and pull it up to the plane if the pilot does not do a great job. So let me just back out here. Aircraft. Let's check out that window camera. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I just want to get outside the plane again. Tail. Oh, okay. Now we're just staring off into space, literally. So there we go. I think that's about as accurate as you're going to get that, and I think that'll do it. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, it's literally my first flight in FSX ever, and I think we did all right. We didn't crash or anything, so that's that. So if you want to see some more FSX, more flight simulator stuff, let me know in the comments. But other than that, that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching.